Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now Roethlisberger on first down, eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. We're up 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Pick six is starting to be old hat for Peters. He had 3 of these to lead the NFL in 2019, and he comes up with another here. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Ravens 34, Steelers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack up.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
And incomplete.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's second down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
It's taken to the 26. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
A big gain on the
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
touchdown.
Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41. Steelers, nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
At the 20.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Take over 1st and 10. At the
line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Devontae Harris. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Raven first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
Jackson's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run here with Dobbins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play.
And it's Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taywan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens add on.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Ben to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. He finds an opening past the 40. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. They go play action with Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. That's countered. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
At the Ravens.
Going for it all. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to at least knock the deficit down a bit. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time
positive.
we have to leave the booth.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing again. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Dobbins. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Here's Jackson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now Dobbins, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
First down, Baltimore.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
24-yard line.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
First and
that one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 55, Steelers 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And now here is another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Stephon Tuitt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. Oh, look at that. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right? The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35.
Chase.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 53 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking deep here for Ebron. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. 11 yards for number 11. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Connor, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Flushed out right. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never would showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. This is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. That's taken in by Duvernay. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talk about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
1 yard to go.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
And the Ravens first down.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis,